Hello, ladies and nerds. Welcome to the FBA, the Film Buffs Anonymous, where no film will be safe. Happy almost Halloween, everyone. We hope you're not dying with drugs in your candy. So
we hope you're having a great Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the horror movies. Get the popcorn. Keep the kids inside because this year for Halloween, he's out.
Hide your daughters. Okay. Oh my God, no.
You started that on the worst possible note I think you've ever started on. What the fuck? Hide your daughters? Do you have an age requirement? You sick fuck?
They have to be 18 or older. And
Halloween.
So let's just keep that out of the way.
Oh wait, real quick. Our sponsors for this episode are actually real YouTube channels. They're kind of horror stories, horror narrations of stories. I highly recommend them. I actually listen to them often myself. I'm actually being honest here. I do listen to horror stories a lot when I'm doing work, just because I need something to keep my brain going. The three we're going to mention right now are Bebusta. It's B-E-B-U-S-T-A. It's Bebusta. Mr. Nightmare and Your Maker. And it's the lazy version. It's You Are Maker. All three channels are great and excellent. I highly recommend you try them. They each have hours and hours of material.
Alright. I'm gonna plug in the last video we just did, which is our top 5 favorite films for Halloween. The horror, the tragedy, all that are there. They're my top 5, his top 5. Go check it out. It's great.
One top 5 is better than the other top 5, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, mine. Anyway, let's kick off the rollback with one of my favorite comedians, actually.
I think one of the best comedians.
One of the best stand-up comedians, I think, ever.
Comedic actors too.
Yeah, also, and he can also do drama. If you saw it, he's actually directed his last film, which is top 5. It's Chris Rock, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna host the 2016 Oscars. So fuck you, Oscars. It's not like I wanted the job anyway. So Chris Rock, he actually hosted like 10 years ago. What?
I just had a really racist moment in my head.
No, god damn it! What did you?
I thought he was. No, for a second I was gonna be like, imagine if Mike Myers comes out and they do a Shrek and Donkey thing. Then I realized, wait a second, wrong guy.
How is that racist?
They're both black. Donkey?
Mike Myers is not black.
No. Chris Rock and Eddie Murphy.
Oh.
I got them confused.
Oh.
For a second.
Yeah, you're very racist.
I apologize.
That is very racist. Okay.
Chris Rock hosts the Oscars. That should be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious. When he hosted like 10 years ago, I remember really well because he started the monologue at the beginning saying, "Welcome to the," I don't remember the year. It's like 2015 and last Oscars. Because he thought the world was going to end because a black man was hosting the Oscars. That was good.
His stand-up comedy has actually been getting better.
I love the guy. I think he's just hilarious.
His last three comedy specials have been amazing.
Yeah.
Watch him. He's
great. So I can't wait what shit he's gonna. I wish he would have hosted this year when they had all that controversy about only white nominees.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious.
And just walking out. So there is a black man on stage. However, I guess he can't win. But who would you rather have seen, Chris Rock or Key and Peele? I think I would have.
I would have loved to see Key and Peele. I think, but you know what? I would prefer to have them host like the Emmys or something because it's for TV. Mm-hmm. So I think that they'll be more comfortable doing that. And while I think Chris Rock is great on TV and on film, I think this is job perfect for him. Mm-hmm. So I can't wait for those Oscars.
Finally, Ellen doesn't get the damn job, or Neil Patrick Harris. Damn you.
I think they were both good.
No, they were good, but you get one. You get one. 2 at the most.
Actually, Ellen had hosted before.
Really? I thought she's hosted like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, like 2 times.
Yeah.
The Oscars only 2 times. Yeah. This time and another one like before.
And what about Neil Patrick Harris? How many times has he hosted?
The Oscars only once. He's hosted everything else like a billion times.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm missing too.
Yeah. Alright, so that's that. Let's jump into Indiana Jones producers says that they will not recast the title role, which I think is great. I think they should not. An origin story would be a stupid idea. A reboot would be a stupid idea. Either keep Harrison Ford or stop the franchise. What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say that as far as for this, I can't think of a single franchise that's ever continued without the title character.
Well, technically, no. I was going to say Mad Max, but Well, it's same character, just.
I mean, they replaced Dumbledore, but it's not like they wanted to.
Yeah, I mean that it was not in their plan.
Yeah.
They didn't have that in the storyboard. So
In between films 2 and 3, he'll die.
Damn it. Okay, so when it comes to Indiana Jones, I think that's a character that is so iconic to Harrison Ford that only he should play it. Same thing with Han Solo, same thing with a bunch of characters that he has played. I think that he should still with it, or they should just let the franchise just call it a day.
What if they have Harrison Ford with his wife, that girl,
Yeah.
and it turns out he had another child with another woman?
Tragedy. Drama.
And they have a love triangle. Well, not so much a love triangle, it's like, my bad, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf is not in this, he's off on some adventure, he got killed in World War II, something like that. He got drafted.
Alright.
Right, and they have another daughter.
No, because he just got caught, he just got stopped in Austin.
Dude, my friend was actually there in the city.
Really?
Yeah, she took a selfie with him right before.
That's cool.
Yeah. She posted it all over Facebook, she was all proud.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Just a quick question. Before, when she was posing like for the picture, and she was about to press the button, did he told her to do it?
No, this is post arrest. They calm him the fuck down.
Yeah, just do it.
Okay, here's my idea. Indiana Jones finds out he has another child with another woman, and that child happens to be fully grown, and her name is Laura Croft.
Who will play Lara Croft?
Olivia Munn? See, she is the kind of actress where you give her the ball, fuck it, she'll run with it better than anyone else.
No, I mean she would. It's just that I can't see her in the role. But you know, Tom Ryder is an
Angelina Jolie. I mean, but
and she could still pull it off.
Yeah, but she looks mature. She doesn't look like she's in her 20s. She looks like
So
she's attractive in her 40s.
So she can do. I was about to say old man Lara Croft, but I mean
old woman Lara Croft.
old Lara Croft. Sure, I'll watch it. I mean, yeah. So that's that.
Leonardo DiCaprio actually slept. Here's some Leo news. Come on, Oscars. Leonardo DiCaprio actually slept on animal carcasses and ate bison body parts for the Revenant.
Please give this man an Oscar before he kills himself. Please, just do it. Just poor Leo. He's cutting his hand in Django. He's doing all this shit, and I'm just like, dude, like
Don't die.
Like I love you, but like chill.
But I have a question. Wait, did you see the second trailer for the Revenant?
Yes.
The one with his
With
son?
the bear?
Yes.
Yeah. Dude,
Did we review it?
No, I think we just reviewed the first one.
Want to review it for a trailer talk today? Because we only have one trailer.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll talk more about the Revenant later.
Yeah. Kingsman, the Secret Service sequel, is coming out June 17, 2017.
I know we'll all be June 16th.
Same. Dude, this was one of the most unexpected surprises of this year. I can't wait what they would do with the sequel.
I'm only nervous if if Matthew Vaughn doesn't come back to direct. I'm hoping he will.
Yeah, my only fear is that this will turn into like a Kick-Ass 2 route. But as much as I did like Kick-Ass 2, it was missing that.
It lowered the bar a little bit.
It lowered the bar a little bit. It was missing that Matthew Vaughn ultra-violence touch that only he can do. Yeah.
Do you think they're going to have Colin Firth in it?
No, I think he's dead.
You think he's dead?
Same with Samuel Jackson. I think.
But that's part of the charm of the first one was Samuel Jackson and Colin Firth.
Yeah, but I think you can not do the same thing, but do something similar with other actors who can do something new. Like, for example, like I can't really think of anything right now. Here's my fear: that it could go on a fucking on a Kick-Ass 2 road, or that it could go in a True Detective season 2 road, where you try to do the same thing but with different actors, and it was just confusing for everyone. I can't wait for season 3 when Matthew McConaughey and what the fuck's his name?
Woody Harrelson.
And Woody Harrelson come back to solve what the fuck happened in season 2.
I never finished season 2, you did.
Well,
are they gonna come back?
no.
Aw, damn it! You got my hopes up, you dick.
Yeah. Okay.
What about this? Like, what about this? Because to me, they need Colin Firth in it. They need him.
He was
a
great in this.
major part.
Yeah.
So what about this? They do it Godfather 2 style, where it's like at one point it's Eggsy dealing with the current problem. Same villain that Colin Firth had to deal with when he was right before all that stuff happened.
So like Men in Black 3.
Sorta, yeah.
Okay.
But Colin Firth would still be older. He's still old. Like if this happens, No, Egerton doesn't go back in time. It's like
No, yeah, I meant that same villain, same duality, like.
yeah, same villain, but now Egerton has to take him on.
Yeah.
Eggsy has to deal with him. Colin Firth tried, but he didn't kill him. So now Egerton has to finish the job.
That'll be fun. I mean, whatever it is, I know it's gonna be violent, and I know it's gonna be fun, and I hope that and I hope they do something like the church scene again, because that scene was incredible.
No, that scene was originally 7 minutes long. No, they slipped off about 4 minutes from that scene.
Is there like an extended cut of the film?
He said that at this point they have not released that extra because it was originally a 7-minute long non-stop shot, and they shot it like that of him just murdering everyone. But they said, in order to get the PG-13, they had to tone it down.
I thought it was rated R.
Was it rated R?
I'm pretty sure it was rated R.
Oh wait, then to get the rated R, they had to tone it down.
Well, we'll see how that works.
You're right, it was rated R because they had the ass joke.
Yeah. Oh my god, that last shot is great.
It had a lot of fuck jokes too. They used the word fuck a lot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It was rated R.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I can't wait.
Although there's one thing, I hope that what happens with the original, this doesn't happen with this one because they kept pushing it back. It was supposed to come out in September, then October, then November, then December, then January. They pushed this movie back 7 separate times.
Yeah, I'm still angry that it came out the same day as 50 Shades of Grey. It could have been a blockbuster.
To me, it was. It made over 300 million.
Yeah,
it could have been stronger.
Yeah, but it could have done better. It's just
like 2 weeks before.
Yeah, it just angers me when a good film gets overshadowed like that. Anyway, jumping into Jurassic World 2 news, Bryce Dallas Howard recently said that her character will not wear high heels.
I call bullshit. That needs to happen just to be like a fuck you to the guys who are talking shit.
Yeah, I feel like they need to at least acknowledge it because that one thing became such a joke like online, like it was fucking everywhere. If you saw our episode with Maria, we actually talked about that.
Yeah.
And I think they need to at least acknowledge it because I think that is one of those things that whether you plan it or not becomes kind of iconic to the film.
Yeah.
So when we talk about Jurassic World, we're gonna talk about, oh, you remember that bitch who wore like high heels and never like died?
The tree.
Like that. Damn. I mean, yeah.
You know what what used to happen in Jurassic World 2? They're like walking, and the guy's just like, hey, wait a sec, I just thought of something. How the hell did you outrun a T-Rex in heel? And she just looks at him like,
Pilates, bitch.
I'm fat. I mean, I'm fast.
I'm
fast. And then just be like, all right, call it a day.
Yeah, that's it.
And then
it's
he
like
goes, like, calm down.
Yeah. It's like when Chris Pratt was in, I think I told the story before, when he was in Parks and Recreation, and he was fat, and he left for like 10 episodes because he was doing Guardians of the Galaxy. And then he came back on the show and he still had the hard rock abs. And his scene when he came back was him walking up the stairs and another guy just asking him, so you gained weight and got abs because you stopped drinking beer? And he was like, yeah, and that's it. That's the only time they mentioned it. So yeah, they had to do something like that.
That's just bullshit.
Yeah.
No, you take this.
Okay. In Power Rangers news, in the Power Ranger reboot film, which will be probably like PG, Dacre Montgomery, which is an upcoming actor, he's going to play the Red Power Ranger. R.G. Cycler, who you might have seen in Me and Earl and the Dying Girl playing Earl, and Ludi Lin, who's also was in the movie Monster Hunt. They have all joined the reboot as the Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, and the Black Ranger, respectively. I like that they're taking like new up and coming actors, but I still think that this movie is gonna fall like right on its own asshole.
I think they need to up it to PG-13 if they really want to give it a shot. I know Power Rangers is meant for kids.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you want to play ball nowadays, you need to go PG-13. You need to bring the violence.
You gotta make it dark. You gotta make it a little bit brooding. And I would have probably said that with a little bit more confidence if I hadn't seen Goosebumps this weekend. If you hadn't seen my review, it's gonna be like right here. It's gonna be like right around here. And
remember to annotate.
Yeah, I actually did. I was like, when I was up, the first thing I did was like, I gotta annotate this bitch. If you've seen also on The Martian, that was like the most hardcore edit.
That one you can see right here, The Martian. Go ahead, click on it. Go ahead, it'll be there for 5 seconds.
Just give me more work. Okay. Okay.
It's on now.
Yeah. Because Goosebumps was not dark or brooding or anything. It was bringing back something from our childhood, much like Power Rangers, but it did it with such a respect to the
Source material?
to the source material, and it did it without making it offensive or anything, and in a way that it just worked. So if Power Rangers do that, probably not, because Saban is a whiny little bitch who went up and took down the R-rated Power Rangers fan-made film that these guys did.
Which is honestly awesome.
It's awesome.
Like if they make a Power Rangers movie like that,
Yeah.
I guarantee you it would be a guaranteed minimum 200 million minimum.
And also the girl who played the Pink Ranger in that one, Katie Sackhoff, she is my top choice to play Captain Marvel, by the way. So, but that's, okay, but coming back to this, I like the new up-and-coming actors. I like that at least some of them look
Right?
kid-like. I mean, the guy who's gonna play the Black Ranger
Are they
looks...
gonna be high school kids?
Yeah, they're gonna be high school kids.
Dude, make them teenager, make them college kids.
I wouldn't mind that.
Make them college kids, Power Rangers. They've been the Rangers for a while. They've had their shit on lockdown. The war was ended with Zeta. Pretend like it's like 5 years after the war ended with Zeta.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden a new threat comes out. All right, we need to get our shit back together.
Yeah. The thing is that this is going to be based on the first one, the first iteration, which is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
The original.
My question is, who's going to play Zordon and who's going to play Alpha? That is like my main question.
I think Zordon probably won't be the pipe anymore. I think it'll be like an old, like a hologram kind of thing. And as far as the robot, they need to update his shit. They need to put like an Apple thing right there.
They need to make him not annoying. That's
Yeah.
that's the only thing.
Steve Jobs, there you go.
Steve Jobs is dead.
No, they could make. Dude, what if they combine those two characters and they make a hologram version of Steve Jobs as both characters? Bam! I just have managed to offend 3 different people at once.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. I do want Zordon to be like the floating head in the big tube, and I want Christopher Walken. I will not take anyone else.
You don't fucking. That's so weird. I would take Christopher.
Alpha, please call the Rangers. They have to come here.
Wait a second, I just thought about something.
What?
You know who can play
Alpha?
Yes.
Who?
George Lopez.
Joe. Oh my god.
Hey! Well, why are you telling me to go get them? Why can't you? It's because I'm what? Because I'm a minority? And then he does the crazy eyes.
And he does the crazy eyes, and then he walks out just saying, "I can never do nothing." Oh my god, I love George Lopez. He gets such a bad rep, but I adore him.
Nah.
All right,
We're back. I'm
it.
back. Damn it.
I was always here.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're never going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
No. I'm not, I just came to this country and I ain't never going back. Ah!
Tell me Donald Trump. Peyton Reed.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Are you one of the rapists that he was talking about? That asshole?
What?
No, remember he was like, Mexico doesn't send their fine, it sends their rapists, their criminals, their drug dealers, their druggies. Remember he was talking shit?
Yeah. Fuck you, Donald Trump.
Donald Trump, I'm not saying I hate your guts. I'm saying that if I saw you trapped in a jigsaw trap and all I had to do to save you was push a button that was right next to me, I would trip the other way and break my ankle.
Donald Trump, it's not like I hate you, but if I was in a room with you, Hitler, Osama bin Laden, and I had a gun with only 2 bullets, I would shoot you twice.
Oh wait, I got one to up that.
Alright?
Alright, Donald Trump, if I was in a room with you, Hitler, and Osama bin Laden, and I had a gun with 2 bullets, I'd shoot you in both your kneecaps and beat you to death with the gun.
That's...
Boom. Boom.
Alright, you win. Boom. Fuck you, Donald Trump. All right.
Next.
Do you feel that burn?
Oh! Peyton Reed is in talks, but what if like this becomes a viral hit just because that one line that I said? It was like, this guy really hates Donald Trump.
Well, we really do hate Donald Trump, and we hope that becomes our brand image. So
we're just saying if his plane crashes, it wouldn't be the worst thing.
We're just saying that if he wakes up with only 1 eyebrow, like I would laugh.
I'm just saying that if he slept with a transvestite who infected him with HIV and he died a slow, painful death, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'm
just saying that, you know, if he just exploded, like I wouldn't dance in his blood.
I'm just saying if he had spontaneous combustion while on a plane with his wife and daughters on board, just so he would feel morally worse when the plane crashes, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'm just saying, if he goes out on a boat and the great Leviathan comes up from the water and just swallows the boat, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'm just saying, if Hitler came back and just took him out, I think Hitler's reputation would actually get better.
Oh my god.
it win? I think it won.
It went boom.
Yeah.
That's Mexican solidarity right here.
That's how you see that when I direct my anger the proper way, people like it.
That is how you do it. Good. Look at you. You're growing. Good. You're maturing.
Now let's talk about Star Wars. I'm kidding.
Peyton Reed is in talks to return to direct Ant-Man and the Wasp.
We got way the fuck off topic.
I'm keeping this shit. This is good. Alright. Peyton Reed directed Ant-Man. He picked up where Edward Wright left off, and he directed a very good comic book film. Should he return for Ant-Man and the Wasp? I say yes.
I say yes. However, if possible, they should. I think I would be very comfortable with Edgar Wright returning in some capacity as producer because they did work off his script a little bit.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that those scenes where Luis is like telling his stories and you see him changing and like changing from scenery, that is classic Edgar Wright. I'm pretty sure he invented that.
I thought you told me that was done on the fly.
No, that seems very exaggerated to like be done on the fly.
No, like when they were filming the scene, Martinez wouldn't shut the hell up, and he kept going. And
I mean, that was the thing that the actor brought, but I'm pretty sure that those transitions, they're very Edgar Wright. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like that is his cinematography right there. It's just adapted of the script and his production. But I don't think he should return. I think Peter Reed already made this his film. In the same way that I think James Gunn should keep directing Guardians of the Galaxy. In the same way that Jon Favreau should keep directing the Iron Man films. I think this is his project.
Make a director stick with one franchise because it's like this is your franchise, you own this.
Not like that person owns it, but like you know they're used to it. It worked the first time. Why? No, I'm not gonna say why change it, but I will say that like why bring in something else new when you can work something new from what you already have. That's what I'm trying to say. So I think Peter should just stay as directing Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I just realized something. How far were we from Civil War?
Oh, that comes out in June?
June?
Yeah, June.
So we're 8 months away.
About 8 months, yeah.
So we don't even have a teaser yet.
Not yet.
Well, actually, we're more like 7 because the month is almost over. So we're about 7 months away from Civil War. We don't even have a trailer.
Well, usually trailers take a while.
Trailer?
Yeah. If
by the 5-month mark we don't have a trailer, I'm worried.
Yeah, I mean there was footage shown at Comic-Con. No, not Comic-Con. They showed footage somewhere. I'm pretty sure that footage is gonna come out eventually.
Yeah.
And we will see that, and that might be like a teaser or a trailer or something. But at the same time, they don't have to release a trailer. It's a Marvel film. They know we're gonna go see it. I'm not saying I don't want a trailer. I definitely want it, but I'm just saying that they could not release it. People don't care. They're still gonna go see it.
That's true, but I'm gonna go, for each time I go watch Civil War, I will watch Batman v Superman like 8 times. So if I want to watch Civil War twice, I need to go watch Batman v Superman 16 times just to make sure that my fucking phone wins.
Yeah. What if those two movies suck? What if they both suck?
I might quit movies. I actually quit WWE this week.
Really? Why?
Undertaker lost to Brock Lesnar in a Hell in a Cell match.
I didn't
clean.
I didn't like understand like a single word of the that came out of your mouth. I'm kidding.
Do you know who the Undertaker is?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know who Brock Lesnar is?
Yeah, I think. No, I know who the Undertaker is. I don't know who that guy is.
Anyway, okay. This should have been an Undertaker victory by a long shot.
Yeah.
Undertaker's match, his pay-per-view, his home.
Yeah. He's
hitting his 25th year with the company, and Lesnar wins. Fuck you, Vince McMahon. Go down with Trump. That's how much I hate you. You're the most loyal soldier. You fuck him over like that, eat a dick.
God damn.
You can feel the hatred, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. The only thing that I know about WWE, I have SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 when they introduced the ECW, and it's a fun game, and through the story mode, that's how I learned like the names and everything. But I don't know, wrestling is just not a big thing for me. Alright, Elizabeth Banks is back to direct Pitch Perfect 3. So, Duty Grandpa is the next Robert De Niro and Zac Efron road trip movie. Let's talk about that.
You don't think she did a good job with Pitch Perfect 2?
I don't think Pitch Perfect 2 is a bad film. I'm just saying that the direction is the worst part of it. And I like Elizabeth Banks. I think she's talented. I think she can do great things. It's just that this was her first film directing, and it wasn't a great first impression. I think she should like stand back, maybe do a couple indies, maybe try to develop her own style before taking over a blockbuster.
Well, considering Pitch Perfect 2 is still one of the higher grossing films of the year,
I mean, it was.
They felt confident in bringing her back. And I'm pretty sure she's cheaper than most regular directors, because she is an actress. The better you get as a director, the more hit films you have under your belt, the more costly it is to hire you.
Yeah.
I'll take her. I like her.
I do like her. It's just
I like
that.
the Muppets. Did you see the Muppets?
Yeah.
Her Miss Piggy.
In the first episode, yeah.
What the fuck's your problem with me, you little whore? Okay, she didn't actually say that exactly, but
She meant that.
She meant that.
Yeah. All right. Let's actually talk about Dirty Grandpa.
Dirty Grandpa.
Why is it with Robert De Niro always trying to like work with young actors?
I think he's smart because he's trying to stick with actors who are relevant, and by hence he is relevant. The Intern.
Yeah, I mean, Super Alex Playbook. Then The Intern.
Joy.
Joy. He was in American fucking.
Sniper?
He was
American
in,
Ultra? Don't tell me he was in American Ultra.
No, he was in the other American. He was in American Hustle, right?
No.
It was like a small uncredited role, but it's him. Anyway, I don't know if this is him or his manager to tell him that that Bradley Cooper, he's doing shit. I think he just the simple image of like an old grumpy person and a young lively person trying to work together, I think works perfectly. That's why I love Men in Black. But I think Zac Efron is just a really capable actor. If you saw Neighbors, you know what I'm talking about. If you can bring up some of that charisma into this film, I think it could be a great comedy.
I really like what Robert De Niro is doing. He's doing what I think most old actors fail to do, and that's when you work with younger talent, you give them a direction. I guarantee you, every actor, when an actress like Anne Hathaway, an Oscar-winning actress, says she learned a lot from working with Robert De Niro because of how great he is, that's saying a lot. I think it's a credit to young actors to take advantage and learn from Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
He's arguably the most seasoned veteran of Hollywood.
That's still alive, yeah.
Yeah, well, who's alive that can be out there? I think maybe Al Pacino, but he kind of ruined it with Jack and Jill. I can't really think of anyone else who's old and seasoned.
You've obviously never seen The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, my friend. That's Robert De Niro. He's a villain.
No, but that didn't break him as bad. Okay, Jack and Jill is just a bad film.
Yeah, it is.
But even Russell Crowe isn't at that point. Like, there are some older actors. Brad Pitt, George Clooney are not at that level.
Yeah.
And that's not no disrespect to them. It's just that comes with literal age. They're not 70 years old. They're in their 50s, 40s. You know, they're in that range.
Yeah. I mean, when you're that age and you've had such a long career,
he can quit right now.
He could quit, but the fact that he keeps going, I think it's just great. And I love the guy. I think it's great.
I think he's doing the right thing. He's also picking good movies.
Yeah.
Because Grudge Match, some people don't like it. I enjoyed it.
I haven't seen it, but yeah.
I understand why some people don't like it. To me, it's just, you know what? This is kind of a fun movie. This is an I don't give a shit movie. Grudge Match was pretty good.
Yeah.
Intern, hilarious.
Super Earnings Playbook, love it.
Yeah.
I love Super Earnings Playbook.
Joy looks like a movie.
Joy looks really good. I will say that. I'm not going to judge it until I see it, but so far it has Jennifer Lawrence, so I'm going to like it.
Well, no, my problem is that I actually did not like American Hustle.
Oh, yeah.
So, and it's the same director.
Well, I didn't love it. It's just, it's the same director as Super Earnings Playbook.
He directed all three?
Yeah.
What? How the fuck did you drop the ball so hard? To me, Super Earnings Playbook was awesome. I really loved it. I really wanted to watch it. It was great. Then you dropped the ball hard with
American Hustle.
Yes.
I think the problem with American Hustle is that it believed that it was too good. Like
the caliber of the actors.
Yeah, like when you watch, like it is, like the story is well constructed. All the actors act well. It's just that at the end of the day, it's kind of dull. That is another problem. That it thinks too highly of itself.
That's true. You know what? That might be my issue because it was boring. It was Black Mass level of boring. Have you seen Black Mass yet?
I don't want to.
Okay, did I disparage you?
Yeah. Oh well, it's not only you. Like every review I've seen is negative, and plus, I do want to see what Johnny Depp is capable of doing, but
at what cost?
At what cost? Yeah. Okay, so what do we think of their grandpa? Because the plot of the film is Robert De Niro and Zac Efron, their grandpa and grandson, and they're taking a road trip because Robert De Niro needs to come back to somewhere, I didn't check.
Florida.
And probably. And Zac Efron is this young party dude, and they're in the middle of, they have to go through, what the fuck, Spring Break, which I hope they film it here at the island. So,
You know what would be awesome?
what?
They start off in LA, California, and the dad tells Zac Efron, you need to get your grandpa down to South Florida because that's where he's going to be living, so you have to help him move.
Yeah.
And when they're going, Zac, instead of going straight from California to Florida, passes through South Texas, goes to South Padre Island, they get through all the kinds of shenanigans.
And if that happens, we go to fucking South Padre Island and
We hold up
we hold up a big poster that says Film Most Anonymous or something.
yeah, if you know, wait, could I get Nikki to let me go for that?
You're gonna see Zac Efron and Robert De Niro. It's not like,
Not like when we sleeping around with a bunch of girls.
well, I hope you don't.
But I'm not gonna try. But I am attractive, and if I get roofie, I'm not in control of my actions.
Sometimes I envy your good self-esteem.
Thank you. Well, the reason I have this because my girlfriend. Ironic.
Well, oh my god. I envy you so much. Alright, so that's Dirty Grandpa.
I'm not gonna cheat. I swear.
Alright.
I'm sorry.
That's Dirty Grandpa. Let's talk about Zootopia.
I know you're excited about this.
I am not.
Really?
Oh my
Why?
god.
Wow. I
Well,
thought you liked Zootopia.
you remember when I freaked out about that fucking gazelle design character?
Sexy as a gazelle.
Oh my god, I hate the design so much. So no, the one I'm excited about is Secret Life of Pets. This one looks very, very bad. I mean,
Like.
I mean, Disney has
DreamWorks bad.
Disney has a history of releasing very bad trailers, so I'm not gonna cost it on them. And then you get this cast: Jason Bateman, Shakira, Idris Elba, Octavia Spencer, Bonnie Hunt, J.K. Simmons,
Jennifer Goodwin.
Jennifer Good. What is she?
She's the very fucking Julie Hopps.
Oh,
It's the
right.
very first one. Nick Wilde. Wait, some of these names suck. Mr. Otterland. Bonnie Hopps.
Those are the name of the characters, not the
I'm
actors.
guessing that's the mom. Bonnie Hopps is probably Judy Hopps' mom.
It
sister.
looks like, yeah.
Well, look at her face.
Yeah.
Look at that face. She looks like her mom.
Yeah, because the fact that they look like in voice acting matters a lot. So, I don't know. It's a Disney film. It could work. Disney has been surprising us in the past with their new renaissance with Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen. All these films have been so good this past years. I would hate that they would drop the ball with this one. I'm just kind of scared with that. But it could be good. I don't know. What do you think?
Oh, look, Chong. Oh my god, if they had brought Cheech, it would have been awesome. Yeah, see, he looks like a pothead. Look, that looks like a pothead character.
We're gonna post this picture on the Facebook cover, so.
Yeah, this film, I don't really know what to think of it. I don't have any hopes for it. I don't have any negative hopes for it.
Yeah, I like Jason Bateman. I will take him on anything. But I don't know. We'll just have to see.
The big problem I have is that taking animals and just giving them voices and calling it a movie is not a good thing, because that happens a lot more often than you think.
Yeah.
A la DreamWorks. That basically DreamWorks' entire repertoire is just voicing animals.
Yeah, I feel like if it could work, if it worked like that, like the teaser that came out where it acted like a documentary.
Yeah.
I think that would be interesting and an original idea, and I think that would be better. But if it's just a straight up like film, just with them talking, I'm not into it.
I gotta think by a lot of these screenshots. No, this is gonna be a normal film, and I don't think Disney. The problem is that this is a kids movie. This isn't a Pixar movie that can hit kids and adults because it's only targeting kids. They're not gonna try to be that sophisticated. They're gonna be like, let's just throw a bunch of colorful animals.
I feel like this is gonna be Cars, and that's what I fear.
Yeah, no, it'll be Cars 2, not Cars. Cars 1 I can defend. Cars 2, no, I can't.
Well, all right.
Next up.
That is Zootopia. Let's talk about Common.
Oh wait, there's mine. John Wick 2.
Sure, go ahead.
John Wick 2. Common signs to play the villain of John Wick 2.
You might remember Common as the guy who was rapping while John Legend was singing at the last Oscars. Yeah, that guy, the bald guy.
Oh, he's also in a bunch of Gap commercials, unfortunately. Dude, those are sad to watch. That's because I work for Gap. God,
I thought you worked for Banana Republic.
they're a company of Gap.
Oh shit!
Like Gap is like the mother country,
Yeah.
and then like Banana Republic is the bratty kid. I work for the bratty kid.
Nice. That says a lot.
I hope I
Okay.
don't get fired.
Yeah.
Nah, no one watches the show.
Nice.
Thank you.
If you saw the last show, you will notice that I bleep some things. Like I've been getting better at bleeping stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So I can bleep that.
Oh no, don't believe it. I want to see what happens.
You're gonna lose your job. All right. So come on. What do we think of him as a villain for John Wick 2?
He is a very capable actor. I've seen him in several Tyler Perry-ish movies. That's not a black joke. That's just what he does.
It's not a black joke.
That's just what he does, and I've seen him, and he can act. He was actually at one point considered for the role of Jon Stewart when they were going to make Justice League back in 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in line. He was in line to play Green Lantern. He was set to go. They had his costume and everything ready.
Yeah.
They just lost funding for it because of the writer's strike.
Yeah.
So,
but could he fit in that John Wick world, and where he would be a villain?
yes, very easily.
Who was the villain in the first one? Because I know they killed his wife and his dog. And
The villain is really John Wick, if you really think about it,
Okay.
because he's targeting the.
So will come and be the hero in this one.
No. Because here's how John Wick was positioned. The mafia father is trying to protect his mafia dipshit son who killed John Wick's dog and stole his car. So the mafia dad throws everything he's got at John Wick. John Wick goes through him, kills his son, and tries to leave and be like, all right, you know you fucked up. I'm just gonna let you live because I already killed your son. Whatever. He leaves. The guy goes back to try and kill John Wick again, puts a bounty on his head. John Wick puts him down.
Nice.
And if you think about it, he was just trying to protect his son, but if you think about it, his son deserved to die.
Oh my god.
Well, that's a hard truth for parents to swallow, but sometimes your kids deserve to die.
Okay, that's
I got dark, didn't I?
That's like really dark. But okay. Okay. Well, we'll see how that works. I haven't seen John Wick. I might see it. You know I haven't seen it. You don't have to act surprised.
No, seriously, you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
I will download it for you legally.
You keep saying that, and we here at the FBA, we don't give a shit anymore. He just accepted
annotation.
you just accepted that nobody watches us. Yeah, we don't give a shit if you watch pirate films or not.
What if this comes back to haunt us in 10 years?
This is definitely gonna do it.
Well, you'll just get deported. That's all that'll happen to you.
I'll go to Canada.
Alan
Tudyk will play
Blue Beetle.
if Nathan Fillion plays Booster Gold. This is your story. Go. The floor is yours.
I think this would be awesome. Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, they're both kind of funny heroes. They're like the Spider-Man of DC. They're the closest Spider-Man that we get.
Okay.
Booster Gold is a superhero, is a guy from the future who comes back to the past to be a superhero. That way in the future he's famous. Blue Beetle is literally, it's just a lineage that he takes on. He has all the powers of a beetle. Just super armor, super strength, just, the basics.
What was you were almost pitching an idea that will take place in the DC universe of them going on an adventure unnoticed by everyone else.
Yeah.
That reminded me. There's an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I believe it's called the Seppo or something, where Sander does that exact same thing. He goes with a gang, and he actually ends up kind of almost saving the world. And you get to see little scenes of everyone else who are actually doing very dramatic things that in any other episode it would be normal, but there because that is not the focus, it seemed almost really hilarious. So when you started pitching that, I immediately thought of that, and I thought that it could really work. Plus, it would add some comedic timing to the DC universe, which is just desperately needed, so focused on being so serious.
Anyone who's a fan of the Justice League, or if you're not, but you want to see a really good episode, you want a good introduction to Booster Gold, I highly recommend watching The Greatest Story Never Told by Justice League Unlimited, in which pretty much all the main heroes go to fight the bad guy, while what's his face, Plastic Man, I guess they call him Elongated Man, Plastic Man and Booster Gold on crowd control duty, just basically saying, citizens, go this way, citizens, go this way. That's pretty much their job. Well, unbeknownst to the damn Justice League, there's a scientist walking around with a black hole in his stomach that's getting bigger and bigger. Booster Gold tries to stop him several times, he can't. Finally, the female scientist tells him, use this collar, get it on him, it'll stop. The vibrations will make him stop being the black hole. He says, I can't do this. Yes, you fucking can, but I'm not a hero. You're the only one here, you're the only chance we got, and lo and behold, he saves the day. Yeah. It's a great story, and you saw it.
We just saw it, yeah.
And it's a great story, and the Justice League never knew about it.
Yeah. And I could totally see Nathan Fillion playing him also.
Yeah, imagine Blue Beetle and Booster Gold taking on that kind of story.
That would be hilarious. I would love to see that.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine two Spider-Men working off each other so well.
Oh my god, the sass. The sass. Alright, still in DC news, let's talk about the new Jared Leto Joker pictures, the new
That was fucking terrifying.
the new Enchantress picture, the new and some other pictures from the Suicide Squad set. Let's talk with the Joker one or should we leave that for last?
Let's start with Enchantress and then Love Triangle, then Joker.
Alright, Enchantress, I've said this before, Cara Delevingne is one of the most attractive people in the world. Seriously, this woman is she oozes like attractiveness. If you've seen, she was a model, she's now a full-time actress. Love her in Paper Towns, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love her in this. She looks so, how do I explain this? Like,
Dirty, sexy?
I was gonna say raw, but sure. Like, I think I like her design more than anyone else's in the Suicide Squad because that looks raw, that looks original. It just looks cool. Plus, she's almost unrecognizable, so I like that design.
I wonder if those are her eyes or those are painted.
I'm pretty sure those are her eyes. Plus, she has very, very thick eyebrows, so I'm pretty sure that's her.
Ah, okay, I get you.
Yeah. So I think she looks great. Speaking of the other guys.
You know what I'm surprised at?
What?
They didn't. Oh, you're right. I see her Enchantress. I see that. I'm surprised that they didn't have Harley Quinn on the other because they have two special editions of Empire. One with the Joker, which is the obvious role, the obvious thing to do. And I'm surprised they went with Enchantress. I'm surprised they didn't go with Harley Quinn.
I think we're already having an overflow of Harley Quinn. Like this is gonna be the most used Halloween costume this year. I can smell it in the air.
Please God. I'm kidding.
I can smell it in the air, and
I can feel the beating coming already.
And here's the thing: I hate this design. I hate the Harley Quinn design.
I do too, but they can do variations for Halloween. Don't get your panties up in a bunch.
They could, but you just know that it's going to be this design. You just know it.
I'd argue that next year that'll be the most used because next year is when it's actually coming out. Remember, we still have a little less than a year to go before this movie comes out.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, when is it coming out? November, if I'm not mistaken?
I think this is November, yes.
Yeah, so we still have well over a year for...
So we have a whole year in order to be disappointed, I guess. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Take a joke.
Not when it comes to my movies. Because you know why? Because your movies get to be around longer. Yes. I like this thing right here. It looks like Amanda Waller. Like they're really going over all the back.
I think Amanda Waller is the thing that I'm most excited about this film. Like not the Joker, not Harley Quinn, not Enchantress, but Amanda Waller. Viola Davis it's just such a strong presence. I think she's gonna kill this role. God
damn, Margot Robbie is one pale bitch.
I think that's makeup.
I'm hoping, otherwise she needs to go see like a what's the skin doctor?
I don't fucking know.
I'm a skin doctor. I was gonna say dermatologist, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong.
Should we talk about the love triangle?
Okay, there's a love triangle. Okay, anyone who's a fan of comics knows that there's a love triangle at one point with Suicide Squad between Deadshot, Harley Quinn, and the Joker. Suicide Squad happens after the Joker, depending on what comic you're reading, he's either believed to be dead, or Harley Quinn, or he finally beat Harley Quinn so bad that she decides to leave him because she pretty much breaks a bunch of bones in her body. She finally decides, you know what, fuck this guy. And she ends up having feelings for Deadshot. Deadshot also in return returns her feelings to some extent because they're both outcasts, but they're both trying to get over what happened in their past. Harley Quinn is actually a very complex character, depending on when you're reading her. Yeah. She even acknowledges at one point, yes, I had a bad breakup. Yes, I was in an abusive relationship. I'm working to get past that. In the comics, at one point when she finds out Black Canary is pregnant, her, Poison Ivy are fighting Black Canary and Green Arrow. When she finds out Black Canary is pregnant, she stops the fight and says, hey, stop. Gives back the stuff and says, I'm not gonna fight you, you're pregnant, what's wrong with you? I'm so happy for you, congratulations. And when the child's born, she actually shows up with a bunch of toys for the kid. Nice. Like, Harley Quinn is actually a great character.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got off topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so she has feelings for Deadshot. Joker is kind of still territorial about, that's my Harley Quinn, that's my property.
Harley.
Yeah, that's my Harley.
Harley.
So, there's some beef between Deadshot, Joker, and Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
So this should be a very interesting thing. I think you're going to see Harley Quinn and Joker at their peak, at their best, and you're going to see the downfall. And that's why Harley Quinn is so adamant about taking down Joker.
Okay. As long as it doesn't end up reminding me of Focus, then everything will be fine.
Because this whole movie, I'm willing to bet everything I've got right now. It's just basically take down the Joker. They have to assemble a team of 8 villains to take down this one psychopath, and they're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah. Should we talk about the picture of the Joker?
Yeah, oh, if you want.
First of all, those abs look fake as fuck.
They're Jared Leto abs.
They're Jared Leto. I know that, but okay.
Those are thin abs, dude. No, his abs are tiny, but they're abs.
Okay.
That's 8 more than I have.
I'll just say it. I hate the design. I don't like it. I don't like it. And the worst part is that people were on my side. We were all bashing it, and then just when that trailer comes out and you just saw like 2 seconds of him, people shat and came at the same time when they saw that scene. I can't. He's laughing because he did it. So. And honestly, like that simple shot, it doesn't convince me. It's 5 seconds of the Joker, and I don't think it's enough for people to like, oh, okay, then it's perfect because we just saw those 5 seconds. I think he needs to outshine what we've seen on the Joker.
Look at the very top comment. It burns. Burn it out. Kill it with fire.
I just don't like this design. And I like Jared Leto. I'm pretty sure that he can pull off a very good Joker. But this design is so distracting that it could ruin it.
I don't think that's all he's going to wear throughout the whole movie. I just think that that's what they're using it as the promotional. Kind of like I guess in, okay, this is a horrible example, but this is a movie that comes up to my head. The Devil Wears Prada. In the promotional thing, in the promotional poster, Anne Hathaway's in like, let's say a black dress. But throughout the movie, she changes outfits.
Yeah.
Same thing that I'm thinking with, because I think he's going to wear a suit sometime in the movie. He's going to be dressed up differently. He's going to be doing different things.
Yeah.
So I'm not that worried about this, honestly.
All right. Here's a quick question. How would you have felt if Anne Hathaway would have been cast as Harley Quinn?
I think I might have died of pure happiness.
Would you have shat and came at the same time?
Just because my girlfriend knows about my crush on Anne Hathaway, I refuse to answer that question for fear of self-harm.
Okay, so move on?
Yeah, sure. Okay,
right.
Disney making a Tower of Terror movie. Why? Because Tomorrowland bombed. Unfortunately bombed.
Well, I haven't seen Tomorrowland, but is it really that is it really based all around the theme park or not?
It's actually based on the concept of the theme park of Tomorrowland. The film is actually good. I really like it, but I understood why it bombed because it's hard to find an audience for a film like that.
Yeah.
It's not for kids. It's not for adults. It's kind of like the Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah.
That's very clearly not a kids movie. But it's also not exactly an adult movie. It's that weird, intermediate, special little base.
That's how I feel about every Wes Anderson film.
Yeah. Grand Budapest Hotel, same thing, and Moonrise Kingdom.
Yeah. The thing is that Tower of Terror is a more well-known property than say Tomorrowland. Same with Haunted House. Because they made a movie with Haunted House. Sucked, but they made it.
Damn it, Luis, you made me watch that movie. You know who you are, bitch.
Okay, Tower of Terror, it could work. This is I've been to Disney World once in my life, and I went into this thing like 4 times. I loved it so much. But and yeah, we just a quick little story. One of my cousins, we were like 14, and we did this thing in which we went through all the lines, like through the people who were like, Dad.
How old were you?
We're like 14.
Okay,
we're like, Dad, and we went through all the lines, and that's what we went like. Look, fast passes can eat my dick. Like, fuck that.
Wow.
Let's go back to Tower of Terror.
Sorry.
What do we think?
I don't. Didn't they already make a movie?
Yeah, they already made one.
Don't. If at first you don't succeed, don't try again. That's the definition of insanity.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm hopeful. Maybe it could work. Let's go to the next one.
Scott Rosenberg, who directed Con Air and Gone in 60 Seconds, 2 very good Nicolas Cage movies.
Yeah.
Will write a script for the upcoming remake of Jumanji. That is very out of place, but okay.
You know what this means.
What?
You know who's gonna replace Robin Williams? Yeah.
You think so? No.
Do you know how funny that would be? Do you know how freaking hilarious that would be?
Nick Cage? Oh, Jesus. I'd rather see him as the villain in John Wick 3.
That'll make him sweat.
Castor Troy returns.
Yeah. Look, I don't want the Jumanji remake. I think that movie's perfect the way it is. And part of it, a lot of it, is Robin Williams. Mm-hmm. And he's an actor that we don't have another one like him. And we probably will never have another one like him.
It's like Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler.
Yeah. I think it shouldn't fill a specific like place in movie history. That's why I don't feel like these movies should be remade. However, if they're gonna go the extra route to remake it, they should make it as ridiculous and balls to the wall, crazy. And I think the Cage Man is the guy to do it.
You know, they did technically make a sequel to it. It's called Zathura. It's a spiritual sequel of Jumanji.
Yeah.
I think that's as close as they can get.
Yeah.
I think that's as close as I can
get.
But
I mean, Dax Shepard is not Robin Williams, but but he was enough.
He tried his best.
That is a cute little film like that. It's a film that exists.
That's a movie that you let your kids watch. That movie.
That is a movie that Kristen Stewart is hot in. Anyway,
I politely disagree.
You don't look. Take away Twilight. Kristen Stewart.
She was 16 when she filmed it. You stupid.
I was like 13. Damn, nice. Anyway.
I don't know that for sure. I'm just throwing out numbers.
Doug Liman, Joe Cornish, and Shane Black are considered to direct Gambit. Funny thing about it is that Channing Tatum went up to Doug Liman and he said, "Please direct this movie."
Doug Liman?
Yeah, Doug Liman, who directed Jumper and Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, he needs to direct this movie.
I think he would be great.
Jumper is very underrated.
Yeah, I think it's one of the most underrated films ever done. Also, because Kristen Stewart's ever cured it. Anyway.
What is it with you and Kristen Stewart?
See, look, watch Camp X-Ray, and that's it. Just watch Camp X-Ray.
Okay.
And believe me, you will take it seriously. Anyway, I really like Shane Black, but I don't think he should take on Gambit. I was not a fan of what he did with Iron Man 3. I did like all of his other films. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, loved them, but not Iron Man 3. I was not a fan of what he did with the superhero genre. Mm-hmm. I think Gambit needs to be its own thing, and I do think Doug Liman is the correct choice for this. Awesome. I think it works great with special effects, and I think Gambit would just be great with it.
Awesome. All right, next up, Edgar Wright and Johnny Depp join forces for an adaptation of Fortunately the Milk
by Neil Gaiman. This is a perfect trifecta. Johnny Depp, Edgar Wright, and Neil Gaiman. This is great. This is just greatness.
What's it about? I know nothing.
I haven't read it me neither, but I love Neil Gaiman. I love me some Coraline. I love Stardust. I love a lot of his books. So he has this fantasy aspect really well crafted. Mm-hmm. Edgar Wright, we know that he can pull off a great comedy with great effects and with perfect timing.
Sure.
Johnny Depp, this could be his return to force.
This could be what Black Mass was supposed to be, because Black Mass was, to me, a return of great acting for Johnny Depp.
Yeah. But in a drama, say.
Yeah, it's a bad movie, but Johnny Depp is the best thing about it by far, and I mean that in the best way because it's a great movie. I mean, it's a great performance.
Yeah.
This is what's a really shitty movie with really good acting? A really shitty movie with really good acting.
We could be here all day.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyway.
So Edgar Wright.
What I do want to say is consider this. Johnny Depp has been nominated for the Oscar 2 times. Mm-hmm. One time for Finding Neverland and another time for Pirates of the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. So that's his drama and his comedy side. He tried the drama in Black Mass. I don't know how he pulled it off. I've heard he's great. Maybe he needs to come back to a comedy. Mm-hmm. And Edgar Wright, we know he's the perfect guy for this.
If he can make, what's his face? Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead, Simon Peck, Nick Frost.
Yeah, Simon Peck.
Yes, Simon Peck.
Okay, if he can make Simon an almost like to me
an alpha male.
No. To me, he actually kind of is. Yeah. An untimely, like a timely character for the ages. Shaun from Shaun of the Dead is a movie character for the ages.
Yeah.
If you can do that with a very underrated, unknown Simon Peck at the time, Imagine what he can do with the star caliber of Johnny Depp with the acting capability of Johnny Depp.
Exactly.
If he can do that with him, imagine what he can do with Johnny Depp. That could be his Mona Lisa's masterpiece.
Exactly. So I'm hoping great things about from the story. So you want to talk about Star Wars, right?
Yes, but real quick, can I ask your opinion?
Sure.
Shaun of the Dead, the ending, did you like it?
I love the ending.
I feel like they could have done a little bit more when they're in the basement. I just feel like it's a really abrupt ending that the military just shows up and shoots everything. I'm just like, damn, I would have wanted to have seen some really outrageous fight scenes first, then military shows up.
Have you seen Hot Fuzz?
Yes.
There's your action.
No, dude.
There's your action.
Can you imagine the Hot Fuzz guys versus zombies? They should do that.
That would be awesome. Dude, the thing that I love about Hot Fuzz, I think it's one of the best comedies ever done.
Fuzz of the Dead.
Fuzz of the Dead. Did you see the World's End?
Yes,
I haven't. Is it good?
Dude, it's amazing. It's great. It makes you so proud to be a human. Seriously, it makes you proud to be a human being.
I haven't seen it because it came out around the same time of This Is the End, and I had the option of seeing either one of them, and I said I'm gonna say This Is the End.
I'll say this much: This Is the End gives away the whole movie.
Yeah.
In the first 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, the World's End or This Is the End?
Huh?
The World's End or This Is the End?
The World's End.
Oh, okay. Well,
This Is the End is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I love This Is the End, but I have
They're
seen
both great comedies.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay.
So Star Wars talk.
You want to bring up some Star Wars? Look at him. He's growing. He actually wants to talk about how great and theories about Star Wars. Oh,
I say this because
I'm so proud.
This ugly stuff hasn't happened yet, so I can actually talk about it.
I'm like that dad in the Toys R Us Star Wars commercial. Have you seen that commercial? Have you seen it?
Yes.
It's good. Anyway.
There's something else that you.
No.
Okay, no. I still stand behind shady Star Wars numbers 1 through 6. I stand behind that. But the whole concept of Star Wars has given me some ideas for part 7.
Okay.
I'm gonna run this by you, and fans, tell me if you think that this sucks or not. I have an idea for Luke. All right.
Look at this.
Shut up. Cause, all right, I can make him better. Listen to me. Listen. I can make him better than his kind of crappy character in Star Wars.
Fuck you.
Star Wars episode 7 opens where Star Wars episode 3 ends, where he's fighting Vader. Only difference is that this time Vader's winning and he's getting control. Vader is just about to strike down, is just about to kill Luke, and he's like, Dad, Dad! And then he wakes up. Luke's having PTSD. He wakes up next to a woman, and he realizes, I can't be here, and he takes off. Hence, bam, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Throughout the film, this isn't everything. I think maybe each week we'll go through each character and what their part of the story would be. Luke takes off. Han Solo ends up getting... What are the two young ones? Two youngsters?
The new ones?
Yeah,
Finn and Rey? Yeah.
Alright, Solo gets Finn and Rey to go with them to go find Luke. They find Luke in a swamp. Luke, we need your help. We need your help to help us, finish off the Empire. We need your help to get this done. They have a new leader, and he's too strong for any of us. And Luke, he's kind of he's a hermit. He's basically saying, no, you need to figure this out. Go. As in a point of desperation, Solo has the goal to say, you're a coward. And Luke basically says, what the hell did you just say? And he turns around, and Finn tries to get in between them, and he just shoots him off with the Force,
Force chokes him the fuck away. Yeah.
No, just a Force choke him, but just be back off. You see Luke's hand just go there's a flick of his hand, so you understand he's still got it.
Yeah.
At the same time, you realize he's still got it. He gets in Solo's face. Solo's the only one that can get in the Jedi Master's face and not be murdered.
Yeah.
And says, are you kidding me? I took out 2 Death Stars. I took out the greatest bounty hunter in the galaxy. I took out the Lord of Ultimate Evil and my father, who was Darth Vader. And you 2 idiots couldn't get the job done. I took everyone out that they had, and you couldn't finish the damn job. The reason I left is because I didn't want to have a child with Tara. I'm naming the love interest of Luke, Tara.
Yeah.
I didn't want to have a daughter with her. You know why? Because I didn't want to have a child with her because what if they ended up like Vader? His blood runs through my veins. I can't procreate. Neither can Leia. Because we risk it. We risk bringing up the next Lord of Ultimate Evil.
Yeah.
And basically Luke ends up having to save their asses in the end. But one thing I thought would be cool would be if the main bad guy, who's Adam Driver,
Kylo Ren. Yeah.
Kylo Ren, if that's Luke's son, and now Luke has to take on his son. Everyone's in the family.
That would be a great. That would be a great like full circle
Storyline.
This storyline. Yeah. The thing.
The son Luke never knew he had with Tara. Bam.
How would he not know?
No, like they slept together, but he didn't know she was pregnant when he left.
Okay.
Raped
I imagined Luke right now as a kind of like Obi-Wan is at the beginning of episode 4. I saw a couple of interviews with Mark Hamill where he said that he would love to go into that dark side with Luke. Someone asked him like in those 30 years between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens, like what do you think happened to Luke? He said, I would love if Luke went to the dark side for a bit and then came back, so he could like test the waters. And there's still some darkness in him, which starts to like feel a lot like a Kingdom Hearts game. But anyway,
that would be cool.
I mean, it would be cool, but at the same time, I love that that Luke represents like the light, the purity, the side of the Force, and how small little metaphors that they present themselves. How he goes up as technically the hero of light, the hero of the Force, but he comes in to fight his father dressed in black.
I'll meet you on your level.
Yeah, it's a nice metaphor, and I love the character of Luke. I think while I do think that I would love to see Old Man Luke, they need to break him off of it. They need to make him not so perfect. They need to make him test those dark waters.
Yeah.
I still don't think that Kylo Ren is gonna be his son, but I do think that that storyline can be there. Yeah. My fear is that Kylo Ren will remove his face and all we'll hear is Misa Gonzalo, Annie. That's the only thing I fear.
They should make a funny version of that movie just for that part. Yeah. And then like it turns to one, they're like, relax guys, that's not actually it. We just want to fuck with you guys. Alright, let's redo the scene but the real way.
I would love if the first shot of The Force Awakens is like the tomb of like Jar Jar. That would be like a great moment of JJ just saying, I was like, hey, we got you. And we would be just like, oh JJ, you're
well, what if the opening scene in The Force Awakens is the Empire troops murdering the shit out of Jar Jar's planet?
That would be beautiful.
Is that too far?
That would be beautiful. You have gained the respect of every Star Wars nerd.
What if that's actually the way he starts the movie? Like literally, like you just see soldiers shooting Jar Jar Binks.
Honestly, I would stand up and leave the theater happy.
You can call it.
I'm like, thank you, JJ.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Okay, that was Star Wars talk. Now trailer talk. We got one trailer.
And two. This and Revenant.
Oh yeah, Revenant.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's talk about Dad's Army.
This looks like
a Monty Python sketch.
Yeah, it looks like
this feels like if Monty Python made a movie today and it was set on Nazi times. This would be it.
Nazi time? You mean World War II? You mean the most bloodied era that this world ever known?
Excuse me for forgetting a fucking number. Anyway.
I think you just offended, like...
Okay.
Too many people?
Let's hear, okay? Okay. The thing about this is that Monty Python fucked me up when I was a kid. Because I watched this so much when I was a kid that every time that I see a dramatic movie with people with British accents, I'm just
waiting for them to...
I'm just waiting for something funny. That's why I couldn't take seriously 300. When I was 300 and this guy was all like, tonight we dine in hell! I was expecting someone to pop in and say, what are we having? and then Leonidas to be like, what? And he just like, well, I'm a vegetarian, so like, I just want to know if there's an option, or if I should pack something. Like, I don't know, it's just, I feel like something's just gonna pop on like this. This movie seems like it's gonna give me exactly that, so might as well. Plus, we get to see Dumbledore again, so why not?
Yeah, I was gonna say, a lot of these old British actors are actors that you don't even know who they are, but you're like, hey, that one guy from that one movie.
Yeah.
And Captain Zeta-Jones, which is a very... I'm probably gonna watch this movie just for her. If I go watch it at all. Damn it! Just lost the marker. Honestly, this movie looks like a bigger cast of The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
You know what reminded me? That trailer that we reviewed last week about Hail Caesar? It reminds me of Hail Caesar.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, is that like Coen Brothers type of company?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm not like rushing to see it, but if I have an opportunity to see it, I might. It looks fun.
I'm not gonna watch it until it's free.
It looks fun. Let's talk about the Revenant.
With the second trailer, we finally know what the story's about.
God damn. Dude, that bear scene. I could watch that bear scene over and over and over. It was so intense.
Crazy, man. And they don't break away.
Yeah.
They don't. They make you watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I have a feeling that this might be like Birdman and just be like one continuous shot, or make it look like it's one continuous shot. Because same director, I mean, didn't show you that in the trailer, but you saw it like eventually. I mean, it would be awesome, I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I cannot wait for this movie. I love the whole revenge idea, and it's so simple. It's great.
Yeah.
You know, they're traveling from. I'm thinking from one side of the country to the other.
It reminds me a little bit of Mad Max. How maybe there's not gonna be a lot of dialogue, but it's just like the
visuals.
Like the visuals are gonna lead this film, and I hope that this is the year that DiCaprio gets that Oscar. Because up to this point, I can't say a male performance that I think is like okay, you get that I could give it the Oscar, but from this trailer, man.
Really? You didn't think he deserved the Oscar for?
I'm not him. Not him. I meant in this year. Like in this year, if we start making like a small pool of nominees, like it would be hard to pull that list. And but for now, I think from that trailer, I think Leo is definitely on the list.
You know, I really need to see Bridge of Spy and Gauntlet in there.
Yeah.
But
I've heard it's just okay.
Damn, it's Tom Hanks. Although I finally saw Captain Phillips. He deserved an Oscar for the medic scene alone. Have you seen Captain Phillips?
I started watching it and then finished it.
There's one scene towards the very end of the movie where like he's basically seeing the medic, and it's like a good 5-minute shot of him seeing the medic, and he just starts bawling, freaking out, like his emotions finally come out. He's like, they cut off his shirt, and they're like, "Is that your blood or is that someone else?" Like the lady's real calm, asking questions. He's like, "That's not mine." Like and he just starts freaking out. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I can't show you how amazing that one scene is. It just shows what a great actor. Sorry, off topic.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of talking about the Oscars, so yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so The Revenant. I like that it's such a basic story. Like they're traveling across country. The son, spoiler alert, the father ends up getting injured. They're dragging him on, and the son doesn't want to leave the dad. Tom Hardy is trying to convince the son, "Your pa's gonna die. You should leave him." No, fuck you. I'm not gonna leave my dad. Finally, in the middle of the night, he tries to. Is it in the middle of the night or during the day? He tries to bury.
I can't even tell
the difference, right?
Yeah, it's the trailer shows cloudy skies the whole trailer through. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, Tom Hardy tries to bury Leonardo DiCaprio. The son tries to interfere, so he ends up killing the son, and Leo can't help. Like he's like crawling, trying to help him, but he can't. So he ends up shooting the son and beats down on Leo and buries both of them alive.
Yeah.
Leo comes out from dead. She's like, "I'm gonna walk her, you motherfucker," and it's a good old fashioned revenge movie. And Tom
Hardy's on fire this year.
Right.
I haven't seen Legend, but it looks great too.
Has it already come out?
I think it already came out.
In the UK or here?
I don't know.
But it comes out in November.
Okay. But damn it! I mean, this film looks great. This is one of my most expected films for award season. For award season, yeah.
I mean, this movie. I knew about it over a year ago. I just knew that it was Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, some movie, and I remember just thinking, okay, maybe this might be the one. I had no idea what it was. I was just like, The Revenant looks like a cool name. Maybe this will get Leo the Oscar finally.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure. What's his face? Martin Scorsese. Excuse me. I'm sure Martin Scorsese will be pissed if he's not the one who gets Leo his Oscar.
Yeah, because I feel like that guy has put his trust on him for so many years, and
he's tried. He's generally
tried. He's been nominated several times because of him, man.
Yeah.
But sad.
And Scorsese has won his Oscars.
Yeah.
And it was for The Departed, arguably a Leo-driven film.
Yeah.
I wonder if every time Leo loses, he calls him and is like, "I'm sorry, dude. I tried.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I tried.
I tried. So let me just take my Oscars, and we'll see you next year, man.
Well, you want to share mine? You can have it for 6 months out of the year. I'll have it for the other 6 months. We can sharpen your name on it. Come on, Leo. It's okay.
Oh my God, Leo! If you get the Oscar, like I will. Okay, if Leo gets here is if Leo gets the Oscar, you're in on this already. You can back out. We will recreate the bomb scene from Wolf of Wall Street.
Leo, shotgun Leo.
Good, because I just can't wait to show off my McConaughey impression.
No, oh, damn it! I forgot McConaughey leads that scene.
Yeah, well, it'll be fun. So Leo, if you get that Oscar, we will recreate that scene. What do you think? Seriously. All right. So that's it.
All right, we're good. All right, and that's the show.
That's the show. Thank you for watching the film. The film was Anonymous. The FBA.
Cue guitar scene. Cue guitar noise.
You're getting it. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. We're the Film Anonymous. My name is Shema.
I'm Eddie.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye bye.